We do it again. We already did it. But
No, we do
it's
it
a new
again.
one?
It's
Okay.
a new podcast.
Okay. Welcome to Top and Bottom.
My name is Frederic,
My name is Kiana.
and this is a new week.
In the same clothes.
100%.
I actually slept here. I didn't move from this seat.
For a whole week.
Frederic bathed me with a towel.
Oh. Is this towel?
It was, yeah.
No, okay. She even said, should we even bother doing the thing? I'm like, we never get to do it because we're always on Zoom.
I missed the other time. My finger didn't go through your hole.
Oh.
So what are we doing today?
Well, that fits the theme because today we're talking about Grindr and gay culture, specifically gay male culture. Even more specifically, all the stupid shit that goes on in it.
That sounds broad.
But there's a lot.
Okay.
Because like, last week we were talking about... I said last week. It was just 2 seconds
4
ago.
seconds ago.
We were talking about lesbian drama. And I don't necessarily know all the gay guy drama that happens on TikTok, but I do know the lingo, and I know Grindr culture. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
And it's...
You're here as an experienced
As a
veteran.
reformed hoe, it's very fun to talk about.
You weren't ever like a ho-ho.
You don't know my life.
It's true. I only knew you freshman year of college. I know. I won't speak too much on it. I only knew you walking in with a blanket around your neck.
It was a scarf. Okay. And it was a hickey.
And
once.
it was, yeah, and it was multiple hickeys. Okay, continue.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we did talk about my failed relationships as a podcast. I was like, should I go into it, the hoe-ness? No need. Is there... Okay, but like...
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Okay, for context... Let's do the context thing. For context, Grindr is a dating app specifically targeting gay men.
That's me listening.
Yes. Oh. And, like, it's... I think it's always just been, like, it's always known as a hookup app. But, for those who don't know...
So it's TikTok for lesbians.
Yes.
Okay.
TikTok for straight people. Tinder. It's the Tinder for straight people.
Okay.
There is Tamey, which is, like, literally more tame. That's specifically the LGBT, like, the queer dating app. But, like, Grindr's just known, like, you go on there to fuck.
Love that.
Yeah, so... Let's just go into, like, what you see when you first go on the app, okay? It's a grid of people's profiles, and it's just their faces. It's no swiping like this. Wow. You just see the grid, and you see the location from closest to farthest. And so if you have the option on which most people do, you can be, like, 200 feet away, 500 feet away, 3 miles away.
This is like, I feel like, just bear with me, like a serial killer's, like, dream app. Because you just get the face, the location.
Oh, we'll get into that. Most of them are anonymous, so, like, you will see, like, it's just, like, a blank profile picture, like a Facebook profile pic. And if they do have pictures, it's either, like, here below, and if you're not watching, it's, they shirtless of their abs or titties, or it's, like, of their butt in underwear, because that's allowed. They used to not allow, like, what's it called? Sexual things, but, like, some people are getting away with, like, a full-on penis as their profile.
A pee-pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd say, like, the names, you can make your own name. Usually
Fun.
they put you put your age. You'd be
Right.
like 18, or like, because that's somehow the majority.
Right.
Like, because
Yeah.
once you're 18, you just go on there. Because they don't ask, you don't need to verify. There's no verification like Tinder.
How would they verify, I feel like?
They
You could
do it
just
like
lie.
Tinder.
Oh.
I feel like Tinder, didn't you need to, like, post
I've
your...
never used.
Oh, yeah.
I
forgot.
I'm a golden
She's like that.
star. No, okay.
I think on Tinder we had to put our driver's license or something.
Oh,
or at least we had to confirm our face or something. It
Interesting.
was definitely just face. Grindr, you can do anything though.
Okay.
So, like,
I'm imagining it now.
there's already a thing of, like, children just, like, literally, like, 14-year-olds just going on there and pretending they're 18 just for fun, just to feel something. I'm like, don't do that, first of all.
It's not safe.
But that is a thing. It's not as common. They're dialing down on it. But let's just talk about the names. So I'll go from A to Z. We have Anon.
I got that. Anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it means, like, they want to do Anon sex.
Okay.
Which is where they blindfold themselves, leave the door open, and the
Okay.
the other person comes in and they fuck.
And then they leave.
And then they leave, yeah.
Wow.
Because there's a
A
thrill
lot
of
of trust.
Because that's one thing. The Grindr people are very trusting too, and I'm surprised I never gotten, like, into anything bad as well, because I was a stupid kid. But I meant, like, in college. I didn't do this in high school.
Yeah.
I was too scared to do it in high school. I was like, I don't trust it.
Yeah. I'd be scared.
I thought it was the devil, like, because it was always such a bad connotation, and it deserves its connotation. And then, like, but like the reason why people have this thrill of anon sex is like apparently, if it's someone that's faceless, our brains picture the hottest person usually, or they at least our brain wants to, and like that's like the appeal of like faceless YouTubers,
right?
Faceless profile, like famous.
You get to put your own like imagination,
your own
whatever,
kink or your own fetish, whatever.
Okay, interesting.
Your own fantasy. You can pretend it's hairstyles or something.
Yeah, I feel like. See, I'm trying to imagine what that would be like in a smaller city, because I feel like in New York. Okay, not that it's safer in New York, but like there's so many people that you could probably do that a lot.
Infinite people on Grindr. Like, cause you don't get to see everyone. You need Grindr Extra, which is like a subscription to see everyone.
Oh wow, okay.
But you can do this option where you go on the explore page and you can like choose your location and find someone. So sometimes you'll be like, you can talk to someone from 500 miles away.
Wow. But
you only got 3 a day to do that.
Jesus. Okay. So we got Anon.
Yeah.
Anon.
Yeah, Anon.
Anon.
We got BBC.
Big booty.
Big black cock.
Oh, I was close.
BWC.
Big white.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, these are all stereotypes. These are all categories.
How do you
They're all
define
problematic.
Big?
I think generally, and this is like something that like the bottoms always want. They're like, I want 8 inches minimum.
Okay.
That's just who they are. Like,
got it.
Because like there's like, obviously there's like top culture, bottom culture, and like usually it's like twink, daddy culture.
I didn't realize how strong it was in the gay community. Comparison to the lesbian community.
I think it's even more problematic in the gay male community.
Yeah, that's what I meant, like male.
Oh yeah, because it's like because like the thing is that people do is like, and this is me stereotyping. It's like bottoms will be like, I want this top. They have to be 6 foot tall, 7 feet tall. They have to work out every day. They need to have a 6-pack. They need to have abs. They need to have pecs. They need to have muscles. Like,
okay, yeah, like a very physical like.
Yeah, they're like they want all that, and then it's like the stereotype for tops is like, I just want an ass to fuck. Or it's like for a twink, I want you to be skinny and have a big butt.
Interesting.
Which is me. Will fully admit that, yes, I do have that. But it's very problematic. They're like, because, okay, I need to go through all the categories. So we went to the D. Yeah. We went, do you know what cuck is, right? Like CUCK?
No. You're assuming too much of me.
Oh, okay. So there's like the general term is like when someone, like a cuckold, I think is like when you get, like someone else takes your man or whatever.
Okay.
But like this culture on Grindr is like, if you want to be a cuck, it's like you already have a partner, but you want to see someone else fuck them.
Oh.
Because you get off on that.
Interesting. Okay.
There's like 2 different variations. Like.
So for their profile, would they post their partner?
Yeah, sometimes they have partner profiles as well. It's like.
Gotcha.
Because in your profile you put your pronouns, you put your sexuality, you put your height, your weight.
Yeah.
This is already going downhill.
Yeah.
You put your types, and the types are like, you put what you are. It's like twink or daddy or bear, Asian, and then you put what you're looking for. Like, so you're looking for dates, friends only, fun, just chats, relationship. No one ever said, and then the last one is like looking to fuck, but like that's not an option.
Gotcha.
But like people usually just text you like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Or like eyes. They just text eyes emoji.
Interesting.
And then you reply with like dick, or like you just reply with your ass or something. Okay. Like I've seen it on Twitter, the memes of like literally it's just, this is the comment. Someone sends a dick pic, someone sends their ass pic, address, time.
Wow. Very efficient. I expect
no, they are.
Less.
I will give them credit.
I expect nothing less.
It's efficient. They're very quick with it.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's the culture, because it's like, and like people are always like, why are gays so horny? It's like, I know it's because like we've never, like, if for people who never had a relationship, obviously it's like all repressed. You're gonna be even more out loud.
Right. Yeah.
But like, I don't think hookup culture is like, it should be like the norm.
Right.
Ever in any community, like.
I mean, lesbian, there is hookup. I mean, like, when I speak about it, it's very observational, because I don't really know many people who have partaken in it. Which, there's nothing wrong with it, but, like, you know what I mean? I don't know that much about it, though.
But it's also because, like, I think gay males have the privilege to do that. Like, because you can just take a pill and you won't spread HIV.
Oh, right.
Surprisingly, it's very rare that people actually get HIV or, like, any STD through this somehow. Don't know how that's happening, but at least we're healthy somehow. At least you're being healthy.
For sure.
But yeah, it's like they're just able to fuck casually, and especially in New York City, it's like you can just walk to them.
Right.
It's like in your building as well. Like I once when my friend visited from, not gonna name, love him, but we were visiting and we went to Caroline's room.
Yeah.
And then he was on Grindr. He literally did a meetup with a guy in Caroline's building and left in the middle and came back after.
Wow.
Like that's how fast it can be.
Wow. That's crazy. That is insane.
Because it also it gives you a green dot if you're online.
Interesting. I'm just comparing it to like lesbian. Like I feel like lesbian hookup culture, it's like you hook up and then all of a sudden you're moving in together.
Yeah. No, this is like you never forget about them again. Wow. Oh, because there's another tag. It's oh my god, it's like it just means like no strings attached. NSA. That's what it is. What other tags are there? Let's see. We have twink.
So this is what I'm imagining. Mm-hmm. Like, actually, I don't even know.
What do you want? Do you want to see the app?
Interface. No, it's okay.
I can just find an image of it, probably, like a tame image. I mean, on Google or something. Cause.
So, would you say that? Well, I mean, do you know people who've like actually like found like, I don't know, like partners?
Love?
Yeah, or like
it's possible. Right. It's very rare though.
Oh, okay.
Because like the whole majority of people on Grindr, they're either like just looking to fuck, looking to fetishize, looking to objectify.
Right.
You know, like they're not. Rarely are they looking for love, and if they are looking for love, people make fun of you for looking for love on Grindr. They're like, "What are you doing on Grindr for that?"
Interesting.
This is just a fucking app. Like that's what it's turned into. This is what the interface looks like generally. There's not that many faces usually. Just picture more abs and more faceless profiles
feels
like
Instagram.
That. Yeah, it's just Instagram.
Wow.
But these ones, they all have like sometimes they just have their name and stuff, and like yes, that's like this is all fake. Like the ones on Google, they all have their names. It's never that. It's usually like.
It's probably what they put out.
Yeah, it's like usually you just say twink, or 18, 20. You just put your age. Sometimes they can put like daddy. Sub, dom.
Yeah.
We know, yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
I watched 50 Shades of Grey. I actually didn't. So.
Do you know what I mean?
I generally have an understanding of how that works, but
a sub twink, they want to be thrown around. Dominant person, they want to throw them. Right. That's all.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, you also have tags. There's like kinky. You can put feet. You can put.
What is
oh
that?
my god, rough. I'm trying to find. I'm thinking like you can just put all the things that you want. You can put gamer. You can put like drag. You can put like interest, but rarely do people care, unfortunately.
So it's like taking what you're looking for / your personality or who you are and like categorizing it into a profile.
It's all categorized.
So that you can match with people as close as possible who put the same categories.
Yes.
So that you can hook up or date.
Yes, because you can choose to look for a specific tag, race, age, anything. You can customize what you're looking for as well.
So, okay, here's my question for you. Besides like the hookup culture, as far as the app goes, is there anything that you think works better in Grindr than like the other ones?
It's efficiency, I guess.
You think so?
I generally think making conversation on Grindr is easier because people usually reply faster.
Yeah.
Tinder is like known for like ghosting, like.
Right. That's what I feel like the only thing with like other dating apps is people like basically say that they reached out, no one reached out back to them, or like they have to like scroll endlessly, or like they get a limited amount of people that they can look at a day.
Yeah, Grindr, like, you see all of them. Everything that you have a chance with in the vicinity, because it just gives you the vicinity. Like,
that's true. I wonder what it's like for people who don't. I don't say rural, but like I would consider where I grew up. Not there are gay people, but like it's probably not the same as New York. So, like,
well, when I was still single and did it in New Jersey, can easily tell you a lot more anonymous profiles, and generally more people who are older, as well.
Gotcha.
I would like to say that people who are older, they're either wanting to fuck someone who's young because like there's a kink with that, or they're looking for love as well, or just a friend because like usually in rural areas you don't have as many gay friends.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
Are there any like famous
Grindr people? I don't think.
I was just asking. I don't know if it's like.
I know redacted name. James Charles got like deleted on Tinder. I don't think he was ever on Grindr though, because like you can put a fake profile obviously on Grindr.
Yeah.
Anyone can fall for it.
Right.
No one's gonna like what's it called, like report you. Actually, they will report you, but like rarely does Grindr do that instantly. You can be reported for like posting, like trying to do prostitution, obviously, but people.
Right.
There's a terminology. What? Oh my god, it's like you're able to like bypass if like the other person's into it. Like it's like, you know, someone who's older, who is like richer and wanted to be a sugar daddy. You don't say sugar daddy, but you say gen, which means generous.
Nice.
And the way I learned that was because I would literally on the app when I was still using it.
Yeah.
I would just say, what does gen mean?
Yeah.
Or I would look it up myself. I'm like, what is this culture? So that's how I learned all this lingo.
Wow.
Through genuine curiosity.
I love
because
that.
I think it's fascinating and creepy.
No, I mean, I just think that that's funny that there's no equivalent for like lesbians. It's not funny because like it's just like I'm trying to think.
I just don't know how these names, like how did everyone understand like looking for gen, like all these terms, like how do we all agree on something?
Okay, I don't know about the gen one, but like the other ones you're listing before, do you think it all came from porn?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
Most of it does come from porn, I'd say. Most things in life.
That's interesting. Huh. I'm just taking it all in. This is all new information.
Because like gay porn is already all categorized as well. Actually,
Yeah.
let me just say porn is already like that.
Porn is weird.
Porn is very weird.
Because it's like, there's people who like, I agree, like there should be more open, what's it called?
This to sexuality?
To sexuality, sex in general. Like, but I don't, it's weird to think about porn because you're profiting, I don't know. It's like a really weird.
That could be a whole podcast as well.
Yeah, it could be a whole podcast.
Because I know everyone's like, no, when people say like they should be more open with their sexuality, I think that just like I take that as like parents shouldn't be scared to talk, because you know how parents are like, we shouldn't even talk about drugs or sex because that's bad. I'm like, no, by not talking about that, people resort to porn to learn,
right? Or
they go to the internet to learn what cocaine is, and then they end up on the black market somehow.
My only thing with porn, especially as like a lesbian, is that it just is so not accurate that it creates misconceptions, and then that just confuses people.
It's the same thing with gay porn.
Exactly.
It's terrible acting. These situations never happen. No pizza delivery boy is gonna actually just have his dick through the pizza. But yes, it's a thing.
I don't want to.
No one's gonna do it in front of your salad.
Yeah, no.
But like they don't understand like the idea of like prepping beforehand, like because you gotta prep for the ass, you know.
Right.
And they don't show that in the videos, like.
And for lesbians, it's always from a male gaze. Like, there is, like, it feels wrong for me to watch sometimes. Like, I don't watch porn necessarily like that, but like when I have seen just like scenes of like lesbian porn, I'm like, what is this? This feels so wrong.
Yeah, I think that's where, isn't scissoring like the misconception? And this is like, that started through porn, I'm pretty sure. It's like a
debate. I think it really is up to you. If you want to try scissoring, try it. I don't know what will happen from it, but like that is like the number one way people think, though, because of lesbian porn, that lesbians have sex.
I mean, like the whole reason that industry is still so prevalent has always been for the male gaze in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't want, like, obviously it's like, I respect porn stars because it's an industry, but like I wouldn't want to fuel it either. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of OnlyFans. Like,
yeah, OnlyFans, that's an interesting thing too.
Like, I wouldn't want to do something that I know is that is objectifying me.
Right.
Even if it is liberating for you.
Yeah.
And you make money. Like, the money is great. I'm proud of you for making it. When I see girls making millions and buying mansions, I'm like, but it's like, I feel like it's not helping the situation. Like,
I feel like
I would want this industry to not have to exist.
That's a good way of putting it. I was about to say.
I wouldn't want people to have to resort to sex work.
Right. Yeah.
Because I know some people who like literally have gotten HIV through sex work, through Grindr as well, because they had no other option.
Yeah. That's interesting. That is a whole other topic. We don't have
It's got very deep.
Yeah. No.
If you want to know our opinion on that, I have very big opinions on that stuff.
And I'm very much, I don't know a lot about it. So it would be interesting to talk about.
I've always said I blame men and I blame parents. Bad parents.
Male parents? Okay.
No, it's just like parents for being bad parents. Like not parenting and not educating children earlier.
I'm hoping with our generation, I don't know though.
We just don't have children.
Well, no. But I'm hoping that like there is a more openness to it. But then I was talking to someone and it's like, no, it's like you think that our generation would be more open, but then as soon as people become parents, they like immediately like
seclude themselves. They forget everything they learned in high school.
Right.
Like,
and then they become more like, you never think you would become a Karen until you have a child, and then like you immediately, which there are some instances, I won't defend Karens, but like where you do need to like kind of speak up for your own kid and stuff, but like it's different when it's like, I'm like it's just weird.
You think like by having a bad parent you would be a better one, but like most of the time it's you adopt their own parenting habits too.
Yeah.
And I'm adopting my parenting habits by not having a child.
That's fair.
That's how I'm learning from my parents. Because like, once they become 13, it's too late. They're rebellious. Like, and I don't blame kids, by the way. Like I always said, like
I love how I went from Grindr to children.
You can't blame a child for being a child, but like once they're 13, it's too late to educate them because all they want to do is not listen to you and be on the internet. Because you gave them a phone when they came out of the womb.
Yeah. No. Anna's in like early childhood education. Like, that's her major. And like she was learning from one of her professors, and he was basically saying like you will make mistakes. Like that's a given in parenthood. Like there's nothing you can do that'd be perfect. And it's like all you can do is try to like take the best things that you've seen, learned, whatever, and like apply them. But like whatever, you'll still make mistakes. And then I was thinking about that, and like you can only hope that by the time you have a teenager, like there is some level of respect. But like yeah, you can't control them. They're like a whole person. I saw a 7-year-old on TikTok today. I sent to Anna because he was really cute and like the way he was talking was funny. I was like, haha, like he's so cute. He's like 5, and she's like, no, that's like a 9-year-old. And I was like, these children
are growing up faster.
They're growing up so fast.
And I genuinely think it's dangerous. Like, yeah, because if there's ever like a 12-year-old that's like saying like, no, you just don't understand us. I was like, that I don't understand you. But 2, like, once you grow up, you will realize how much better it would have been to not have a phone at such an early age. It's not beneficial. It's not an idea of like fitting in.
I'm not gonna argue that. I think a phone causes problems for obvious reasons. But I did have a conversation with my dad. He was like, do you think it would be better to grow up without phones in your generation, or like in your generation, like now as we are, or do you think like it's fine? So like basically like a kid now, do you think it would be right for a parent to not give them a phone until they're older? And I was like, I think that's a disadvantage because like unfortunately this is the society we live in. If you don't give a kid a phone, sure, they'll probably have a better childhood and be like a normal person to an extent, but like there's also a good chance that they'll be kind of bullied. Well, I wasn't thinking about bullying. I was just thinking about like there's things that we didn't know that our parents would never have taught us. And I'm not saying it's for the best, but sometimes it was for the best, like to have the internet.
I know. It's like I honestly, that's why I just say don't have a child. Like I can't stress about it because I get so scared thinking about it. Like
right, but like it's not like my parents stopped me from going on YouTube and finding like someone like Shannon. Like that was super helpful for me because I didn't have anyone to look up to. But like also it's like
I came across like gore somehow on the internet. Like and because like even the like millennials above us, like the internet had no rules back then, and like there was literally graphic stuff on there that was like you're able to just watch on anywhere. Right. And, like, that fucks you up, especially as a child.
No, definitely.
So, it's like, I just always get scared, because, like...
You're just scared of the internet.
Well, as someone who uses the internet, and that's my career, I know the dangers of it.
Yeah, and then that's the thing, is, like, the only way you can stop that is by putting, like, locks on your kids' phones, and then you're the crazy parent. Yeah, you know? So there's no win.
Well, by putting a lock, you make the child want to do more rebellious things. So, it's like, in conclusion, don't have children. Just have cats.
Sure. Like
I physically,
it's hard.
It phically makes sense.
The thing is because there's nothing you can do.
No, there's no
solution. There's no right answer. There's no solution. People are trying, but it's like you can't prevent.
I honestly think it's just like, obviously like every generation they had their own shit to deal with when they were children. This is just what we had to deal with for our children now. It's like the internet. But it's like I feel like this is the biggest problem because it's like anything goes now on the internet.
I feel like this is like not at all a solution. The only thing you can do is like just trust that we were smart enough to like, sure, I came across stuff I didn't want to see at some point, but like
trust that they'll go down the right path,
do the right thing.
Yeah, I think it's like,
or if they get scared, they can come to you and like say like whatever.
I think there's like more because like I have a good relationship with my mom and my dad about like growing up and learning stuff, and I think it's just because they made it an open environment to want to learn. Like, if you're the parent that's like, I'm not your friend, I'm your parent, like, yeah, they're gonna probably be very annoyed at you in life.
I have a thing with that, though. I hate when parents are like...
What, I'm not your friend?
No, like, they act like they're your friend, like, buddy, and, like, I think that's sometimes weird. Not like that. Like, I don't know how to say it.
Do you mean like the...
like the cringe, like...
Do you mean like in Mean Girls?
Sure, yeah. Like when the mom's always there, I'm like, okay, like... Leave me alone.
No, I would just want them to be like, you can trust me, like, for anything.
Like a balance.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go out shopping with your friends.
I mean, even that, like, I'd probably go shopping by myself.
Yeah.
First. And then, I don't know.
Like, I'm not gonna, I feel like the people who, like, those parents that want to be your friends, they're just like, they want to be a child again. Like, they want to relive their childhood or something.
Yeah, I think it's
What's that called?
Like, heal their inner child.
No, like, that's not helicopter parent.
No. I don't know. I'm not saying like with I'm using my parents, but like I think my dad's cool and like I look up to my dad, but like I wouldn't say me and my dad are like best friends. Like it's more like
No, I'm best friends with my sister.
yeah.
And I love my mom and dad. That's
But
all.
I love my dad, but it's not like that. It's not like I call him for like everything.
Well, if you're watching, Mr. Mickey, so sorry.
I don't know if he's. He probably started with the first few minutes and he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this
probably
podcast.
not is the podcast for him. It's okay if he is watching. Thank you.
Sometimes he listens. But
That takes a lot.
I don't know. I know. My sister's watching this. Every time she watches, she puts our podcast up on her TV and she takes a picture of me.
Oh my god. Hope you learn, girl. Now you know all the lingo.
Yeah.
Back to the lingo.
I was supposed to say like, is there more? Like I feel like.
I'm trying to see. Okay, we talked about interface. I mean, there's so many. Like, I have to like delve deep into like all the things that you said. There's bear and cub, and twink. There's twunk. Do you know? Twink is
I don't know cub and I don't know twunk.
Oh, okay. So we have twink. It's like on a scale of like, you know, skinny, more feminine, twink, like.
Right.
And like I guess the most masculine someone can be is bear.
Right.
A bear but it just literally means like more hairy.
Yeah.
And generally like not like more like muscular, I would say.
Okay.
And then so twink is not a cub is like you're still skinny but you do have some hair. Mm-hmm. And then twunk is like, oh, you've become too muscular to be a twink anymore.
So it's referring to like body size.
Yeah, it's all body size. Always.
Interesting.
Oh, we have otter as well. Wait. Okay, I think if we go... No, otter is the one that's like skinny but has hair.
Okay, otter. Is that... This is what I picture for an otter. Uh-huh. The Mitchell from Modern Family. Is that close or am I off?
Mitchell's the dad, right? No.
No, Mitchell's the redhead. Okay, if you don't know him, then it's
how do I forget?
He's like he's a lawyer. He's married.
Yeah. I would say he's an otter. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I picture. I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, what's his partner again?
Cam.
I think he would go into cub category because he's not technically hairy, so he can't be a bear. Mm-hmm. He can be cub or bear. He can.
So if I just threw out like names to you right now, you could.
Yes.
You could stereotypically.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. Harry Styles.
Twink. Or twink. Honestly, it can be both. Either way. He's pretty muscular.
Okay. Do you know who Chris Evans is? Captain America.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's just Daddy.
Oh, it's Daddy's just like its own.
It's like
I'm imagining like a number line.
Oh, I know, but it's just like you're like when you're more scruffy, you have the beard, you know, because he's not really like he could be a bear, sure, as well, but like I think people would just call him Daddy because they already do.
Okay. What about David from Schitt's Creek?
I guess you'd have to be a. Because cub is like you have that like, it's like when people call you a golden retriever boy. It's like cub is like you have a comforting energy more. I don't know if Dave has a comforting energy, but he's not a twink. I guess he's a twink. He might just be a normal, like average. I don't know.
Okay.
I oh my god, I'm stumped because like I only know so many. I'm sure there is a category for him, but I just wasn't aware.
Okay.
I think. I know his name. Patrick would go under cub.
Okay, that makes sense to me. What about Dad from Schitt's Creek?
That's just dad bod then.
Really? Okay. I'm trying to think.
Or Daddy, because he does have good eyebrows.
I can't think of men. I'm like trying to think. Really though, it's really hard for me.
It's okay.
I can't think of any more men. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Redacted.
Sorry.
I guess he would technically be. I'm putting no, not that. Not cub. I guess technically, like, he could be a bear or a twunk. I guess because he is hairy. I think no. He could be scruffy. That's one like scruffy.
Where would Jesus be?
Scruffy.
Okay.
He does have a beard, right?
I think he's drawn with a beard, but like, is that really what he looked like?
I don't know.
Let's get into.
He wasn't white, first of all. So, okay. What else is on Grindr culture? I'm just like looking at images now. I'm trying to think. That's not what it looks like.
This is just it's fascinating because it's like it's
but like
own sphere.
On the App Store, they like market like all of the when like you have an app, you see all the images of what the app is like. Mm-hmm. All of them are like. All men like smiling, and like all happy. The conversations are like, "Oh my god, how are you doing? Yes, I'm good. How are you? We should totally get together." Never. Happening. Once in a lifetime, probably you have that interaction.
So here's my question. This could be a deeper conversation.
Okay.
So like,
Why are men?
That women are always saying like men are like objectifying women and like the way they talk to us, whatever, and like there's pushback on that now, which is good. Does it feel like you're getting objectified sometimes?
Yes.
And is that like just accepted? Like, do
I guess
people
when you're
argue about
horny
it?
enough.
Okay, so is it like
Sure.
it's like this?
Well, I wouldn't say like everyone, like, because there's a difference between like just being objectified. Like, I think like by already scrolling on someone, like even Tinder, we do it as well.
Well, I was gonna say like, it's different, so it's not like a direct comparison. But like with lesbians, the way we categorize it has nothing to do with like you. I was asking about body size. I'm not saying like gay men like objectify body size, but like that is a way to categorize.
No, we do.
But like for lesbians, it's mostly just about like the way you present.
Yeah.
Which is in itself can be a whole thing, like the way the gender you present, but like still like I don't think there is a way to. We don't do that.
Well, historically, gay men have still not been the best people, even back then. Okay. Like, just because you're gay doesn't mean you're an asshole, is what I've always said.
You know what I say?
What?
You may be gay, but you're still a man. Yeah. And I only do that when Frederic texts me stuff, and I'm like, okay, like sometimes you like just demand things. Like you don't need to do it, but like the way you text, and I'm like, okay, daddy's entered the chat. But yeah. I'm more or less like right now, like I'm getting everything and I'm like just thinking about it and like comparing it to like
what straight men do, gay men will still do in different ways. Because men will always do that. Like, because it's like, even back then, like, gay men did not want lesbians in the gay bars. Gay men did not want trans people in their bars. Like they've always been assholes.
I'm so happy.
Usually they're white.
I'm so happy the L is in front.
Yeah. And it's in the front because
after the AIDS crisis, yes. They moved.
A lot of lesbian nurses did help, and they also did protests. But like, I also did I tell this, like, some people try to like turn it into like women just helped us, like, but it wasn't that. It was like y'all were also fighting and protesting. Mm-hmm. So like I feel like they downplayed like what lesbian women did back then as well.
Thank you.
Because they do that to women.
Thank you.
Because I looked into the history.
No, yeah. No, that's interesting. Did you know that there's less than 20 lesbian bars?
In New York City, right?
In the world.
Oh my god.
There used to be a lot, but then they're like...
Why are they shut down?
They just get shut down. But I've been to one that I really like. It's called Henrietta Hudson.
Can I go?
Yes, you can come with. The reason why I like it, 3 reasons. I'll give you them right now. I was walking down the street, and we were trying to find it. Immediately found it because in the window section there was a woman dancing. I knew where I was. 2, when you walk in, AC. That's kind of hard sometimes with a bar club. Oh, yeah. Like sometimes it's not well ventilated and it's hot. But no, full on blasting AC. And then 3, they played good music and I was like comfortable enough to like. There were men. Mm-hmm. They're always gonna be there. But like it was fun. It was like I had fun. Like I was just walking around, talking to people, like chatting, like whatever, and like it was a really good time. And I didn't, and, like. There's sometimes when you're dancing where you're like, okay, like, guys, it's like 2 a.m. Didn't happen to me. I was just enjoying my time the entire time.
I just remembered, there's also straight people on Grindr. I mean, obviously we have trans people on Grindr as well who can be straight, but there are straight men, cisgender men on Grindr looking for trans people. / femboys. Interesting. Like because like I don't know what the fetish is. Mm-hmm. I guess it's like the thrill of it or something.
When you were explaining that, the only image that popped in my you didn't watch Euphoria.
I know enough.
Is Nate Jacobs.
Nate, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you will have masculine men like just wanting to try. They're like strict. They do STR8. That stands for that's straight.
I got that.
And then but like that's also a porn site, I think. So it's like the same. And then like it's straight for trans. That's their bio. Interesting. And also in the bio, it's never like a hey, I'm 21 years old. Like I do this. I go to this school.
Yeah, it's not like personal.
It's just. It's either like interests, looking for this, types, and then obviously the whole thing from the like they don't do it as much, but like the no rice, which means no Asians, or like the no black people.
So
like
clever.
I forgot like no curry. I don't know. They don't do no curry. I think, but like there was one for like brown people as well. Like
wow,
a lot of different ones.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. I would say they got that at least down.
Wow, I'm proud of you.
But yeah, it's all categories still in the bio. Like, can't host. That means you can't. I can't take you to my apartment. Can travel.
Gotcha.
What else?
Wow.
Yeah, CarPlay. Some people like it in the cars.
Oh. I was like, what does that do then?
Not AirPlay, CarPlay.
Wow. That is crazy that there's so many categories. Like, they've thought it through. Wow.
Men have always been good at that.
Have they?
They at least can categorize.
That's true.
Isn't it overwhelming?
It's really overwhelming.
And
like I'm sitting with it.
And I'm like, because I know
I can't even come up with questions.
I know there are
just
like
trying to
some
understand.
children who end up on there because they just hear about Grindr as a kid, and they're just like probably desperate for like at least some, because like obviously we all want attention when we're like gay in a rural area. No one likes us, bullied, so you just go online. But like I just can't imagine like what would a 14-year-old do on there, because like literally, because anyone can send you a message at any time. You don't have to like accept them. So you will get when we say unsolicited, it's unsolicited as hell. You can block at any time. Yeah. You can like, so like if someone sends you a dick pic and it's like you don't like it enough, you can just block them, and gone forever. You don't have it.
Wow.
So rarely they might have like a second account. They'd be like, you bitch.
So like is that what the appeal is to Grindr? Like that there is no restrictions to it?
I guess. Sure. I guess.
And the app probably knows that.
Oh, they're not changing it. They have not changed that.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. They know it profits.
I know like Tinder's made changes over the years to like make it safer because of situations that have happened, but like, wow, that's interesting.
Sometimes those just have you're not allowed to link your OnlyFans, but you can find a way. You just link the Twitter instead.
Interesting.
Because gay Twitter is another thing as well. Like.
In what way?
There's a lot of porn on Twitter. And sadly, I sometimes just see it on my feed because it's like I follow my friends who are gay, and when they like something, I can see their likes as well. Like it just comes up. I'm like, bitch, like scroll. Okay,
I mean I don't use Twitter that much, because like.
No, there's like how Tumblr had porn.
Yeah.
Twitter times 10.
Really?
Well, like OnlyFans,
How can they do that though? I feel like Twitter's like really like.
Oh, it's a lot.
In terms of because they take down tweets all the time that are like against community guidelines.
Technically, porn isn't for some. I don't know, because like the community guys is like hate crime and like that's
right.
Like Donald Trump,
Yeah.
Entertain.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess porn is allowed, and like we thought it was bad on Tumblr. No, it's like full on. Like I saw like there are gay porn accounts that have like 500,000 followers, and their tweets can go like 300,000 likes.
Bro, I feel like that shouldn't wow.
Shouldn't be on Twitter.
That shouldn't
considering
be on Twitter.
Anyone can use
Tumblr cracked down on it.
Yeah.
I was listening to
not Twitter yet.
This was literally Brittany Broski's podcast. She was talking about like Tumblr and everything. And it's like I guess at one point it was like a really big issue, but like I feel like no one uses Tumblr. I only use Tumblr to look back on the stuff that I reposted. So like sometimes I'm like, oh, I remember this thing, whatever. So like I would look back on it, but like there's nothing new on Tumblr. Like Tumblr feels very much like a dead space.
Yeah. Well, like Twitter's like you have the not safe for work artists. You have all the K-pop people as well, and then like. Especially when they're all into that stuff and they're gay. Yeah. Generally, you go down the gay porn route as well, probably. Interesting. Because like there's the OnlyFans accounts, they thrive on Twitter. Like, they go viral on there. That's how they make money.
This is insane.
That's how they promote their OnlyFans too.
Twitter.
Why is Twitter like that?
It
is another world that you literally have to follow
a
gay person to probably find that route.
Interesting.
And I unfortunately follow my gay friends.
That's fair. Wow. I don't use Twitter at all. It's like, I stopped at one point, I just didn't end up using it, and then I was like, now it feels weird to repost things because I don't even do anything on it. So it's like, it'd be weird for me to just start using Twitter, I feel like.
I like it because of the memes.
But the problem is now, when I'm on Twitter, I'll like something, but I won't like it because I used to keep it empty. Oh. Because I was just, I didn't use it, and then two, when I was using it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to use it that much, so I just would keep my account
So you'll mentally like it, but not physically.
Yeah. And I started doing that. Actually, this is a different topic, but I do that with Instagram too. Anna watched me. She was like, "You don't like anything," and I was like, "Oh, I guess I don't." I literally just don't look at, I don't like.
Joey's the opposite. He likes everything on TikTok. I was like, because I watch his TikTok, and I just like watching him over, and I'm like, why are you liking everything on there? You're not even watching it.
That's what Anna does. She literally, it depends on the video. If she doesn't like it, she'll skip it, but she'll like every single one that she laughs at.
But he won't finish the video. He'll like it and then move on. I'm like, what?
And then me. I don't like I just started liking things on TikTok because now I realize I need to find stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I also forget.
But before that, that's the only thing that I'll like stuff. If you watch me on Instagram, I could scroll endlessly and not like anything because I just unless it's post like you guys,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that's
thank you.
different. But like if it's like whatever, I'm just like, okay, skipping through. But I do. That's crazy. Same thing with Twitter though. It's funny though because like I'll catch myself like about to, and I'm like,
You sent me a post yesterday though, right?
no, I send people things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't repost and I don't like anything usually.
I like memes on Twitter because I know it's so easy to find your likes on Twitter. Just go to, and I'm like, I have a great meme. I have a great list of memes now.
That's cool. Yeah. No, maybe I'll start using Twitter. Actually, no, I'm scared. What if I see porn? I don't want to see porn.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things that gay people are into. Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I didn't. So, like last week's episode,
Right.
You were talking about like how there's a TikTok couple, like they're just known for like no, not a couple. They're just like siblings or something,
Yeah.
and that's all their content.
Yeah.
There are just OnlyFans people, who will just post like them dancing or like them almost being naked as their content. Like.
And people watch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like because you know how like you can't show nudity, but you can show like the thing in the gray sweatpants, basically. I don't know why I'm so scared of saying dick all of a sudden.
It's okay.
Like you can still show that technically, like,
Yeah.
and people like see the bulge and they're like, oh my god, that's so hot or something.
Yeah.
Like you have like them doing the TikTok dance because
Yeah.
like that's where they get the most views.
Right.
And they'll like jump and then they switch into like no clothes and then it's like the banana. And like that gets like a million views.
No, I just have been blessed to not have witnessed
And
anything
I'm
of the
like,
sort.
I'm like that's just like I'm like.
Wait, don't talk out loud. My phone might hear you, and then like start pulling stuff on my For You page.
So like that's where I draw the line. I'm like, would I want to post that stuff knowing that there can be literal children seeing this?
It's yeah. I don't
Like
know.
morally speaking, would I want to?
Me morally
No.
But I guess I don't know. It's like a weird balance because it's like I don't want to deter someone from like doing like if they feel comfortable with their body and their space and like they're making money off of that and they're owning like they have their own control over it. Whatever. But like you said, like I don't love that that's the thing.
But to me, it's like, is it also your own like control, or is it for the gays, the male gays as well, or like just for other? It's always for other people. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like when we put on makeup, it's like, is it for ourselves or is it to succumb to the beauty industry, which is made by men as well?
If I had Thanos' power and I could
Wipe out men?
we would find a way to reproduce. We're smart. We could.
You
No
said
offense.
lesbians can.
They can technically. It's never been tried.
Wait.
It's in the process.
Oh.
They've taken female bone marrow and have successfully created sperm from it, but a baby has not been produced from the procedure.
That'd be funny though to know like you came from bone.
All women. Imagine a boy was born from. Actually, I don't think it would work like that. I feel like you can't give birth to a boy if you're only using. Actually, I don't remember.
I mean, it is sperm.
Because no, men are the ones with the XY chromosome, right?
No.
So there's no way to create.
Who knows? We'll see.
I'll be the first.
We'll see what happens.
No, but that I'm sorry.
No,
but
it's okay. I understand. I would not.
I'll take care of.
I want to be on this earth.
Actually,
easily.
just me so.
Look at Remy sleeping. But yeah, wait. What was? Oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, I went off topic.
Oh yeah, I mean, going back to like the fetishes that gay people have, like we'll do a whole thing on feet because I just know too much because I once again genuine interest in learning about how the origin started. Yeah. But like, there's some weird shit on TikTok as well that, like, I don't see it because I see the reactions to it. Like, you know, when people duet it, like I just happen to see it as well.
You know what? On accident, I think I was looking up something like because I was remembering a video and like I had no context other than like something like I don't remember the video, but like it was a girl going to school like. Whatever, and she's like, I was just looking at girl going to school backpack, like trying to figure out the video. All of a sudden, like these thirst traps pop up, and I'm like, what the heck did I search?
I looked up.
I didn't search anything related to this.
Okay, so I made a separate TikTok account to like I was gonna do a video on this like to test if I can go down Republican TikTok.
Yeah.
It worked instantly, and also I looked up Christmas rapping, and there's like it's a Christmas song. And it's like girls. And then they will jump, and then like they put up the Christmas wrapping paper, and then they do this, and then the transition is like the wrapping paper's just around their titties, and then it's just over their vagine. And I was like, what is this doing here?
No, okay,
like,
see,
why do you want to do that?
Last week's conversation with children, like that's scary because it's like I wasn't at all anywhere near the type of content I was getting, and I was like, sorry.
That's okay. I just don't know why. I don't know why people want to do that because it's like. You can own your body, But like to like want to profit off of people who just use you for porn,
Yeah.
that doesn't make me feel good. I feel like if I want to make money, I can easily do it. I know how to do
Here's
it.
my question: what's the solution? Do we get rid of the internet, or do we get rid of men?
I've always said, well, men.
Because last week, you said to not have children is the solution.
Yes.
What if we get rid of men?
That's not possible technically, but I would do that. But like I've always said, like it's to get rid of the idea of the porn industry, because like it wouldn't exist if people didn't consume it so much, you know. Like, and I don't blame porn actors. Like or I guess like no, porn stars is the word. Like most of them just say like we're making money because y'all keep watching it. Like
Yeah.
and it's like that's true. Like
No.
they wouldn't have this job if we just all stopped. But there's so many men who just want to watch it. So
it's men.
Yeah.
It's our decision. It is possible.
it is.
We could hire people. People hire people to kill people.
Castrate everyone. Wait, what does castrate mean?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I think that means.
I thought it meant. Now this could be wrong, but I thought it meant to cut off the genital area.
I think that means
Completely.
eliminate the PP. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why eunuchs are.
I also maybe if we can get rid of the horniness gene.
Is that a gene?
Not a gene, the hormone.
Let's get rid of hormones.
They are annoying.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Wait, is period hormonal? Wait, is that counting? I don't know. What are hormones again? I already forgot.
It's okay. From my understanding, I could be completely wrong. Hormones are part of our endocrine system, which is
Yeah, I got
the
that.
way that it's supposed to be for like reacting to certain like life or death situations. But we have evolved, and now like people with anxiety, it's really because you're getting a hormone that's telling you that like something's wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why you get anxiety.
Yeah.
But like hormones for like in terms of like sex drive, like that's I don't know if that's always been like a thing, because like
Well, we've always fucked.
no, we've always fucked, but like see this could be wrong though, because like originally like
We need to fuck
sex
to
was for
survive.
to have children.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's like run. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see if like over a time if the hormone for like a sex drive has increased because of just humans.
I think I learned in psychology, like it's the innate like wanting to reproduce is always going to be there because that's just our species.
Right.
But it probably has evolved into like more cultural like
Yeah. But
wanting to fuck.
the hormones basically are just the way I picture it is like stuff releasing in your brain to tell you what to do.
I just want to know which is the one that gives me acne. Get rid of that one.
I don't know. Testosterone is not the one that gives you acne. That's why some birth control has testosterone. Because it's a surplus in estrogen or something.
Isn't
Can cause.
when people
It's an unbalance of hormones
okay.
causes acne.
Well, and also when you're on your period, isn't it like you do have more testosterone?
Mm-hmm.
So isn't more testosterone like, and then the stereotype is like when people are on their period, they can be more angsty. So is it testosterone that makes us bitchy?
I don't know if it's exactly testosterone. I don't know the science of PMSing, but it's essentially like a period of time where like you are more agitated.
Okay.
Naturally.
Because then that would explain why men are like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Too
no.
much testosterone.
Anna just talked to me about something. It's like every level of your menstrual cycle, like every week has like different like levels of hormones, and you're supposed to do things, eat things differently, do things differently.
Every day.
It's like a thing.
That's crazy.
But I don't know if it's not like a science necessarily where like you have to do this, but it's like one of those things where people are like, oh, because you're in your first week of your menstrual system, you should have less oats or something.
Maybe in sex education,
That's not real.
besides making sex education better for everyone, like standardizing that and like everyone teaches the same thing for once, instead of like, oh, we're religious, we can't. But like they should make it so all the boys have to like feel what it's like to be like, you know how there's like a period simulator and a birth simulator? They have to feel that.
That would be expensive.
Listen,
Why don't we
fund
just-
schools then.
Let's just punch them in the stomach. It's like mandatory to become like to graduate from 5th grade. Like everyone gets punched in the stomach, and it's like this is like a moderate cramp,
Yeah, well, I know that's
This is-
abuse.
an extreme cramp.
But like I honestly think that would make, because like you know
You
it's
would
always,
hope it would make them more sympathetic, but would it actually?
I don't know.
Would they forget about it? Would they grow up? People say that boys with sisters are more sympathetic. I agree, but does that always happen? Is that always the case?
Well, since they never experienced pain like that, I feel like it would actually scar them mentally.
You would hope.
I would hope.
You
They
would
should do a
hope.
study. Some scientists do a study on that.
I guess the equivalent would be
I know we're not. I know we can't do that to children because that's abuse. But
I don't know what it would be like to get kicked in the balls. Everyone acts like it hurts, but I feel like it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I can tell you this was worse. The tattoo.
Oh really?
Yes. Once again, always worst feeling in my life, but also I want a hole everywhere on my body now. I want patchwork so badly for some reason. But like,
are you gonna cry?
Yes, but I really want it.
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't even know what to get yet.
My thing with my tattoo is it didn't hurt. Period. But
Hurt.
it didn't hurt, but I don't like. I'm too picky of a person to like just randomly get something. I think I need to think about it.
I would want all of them to have meaning, but like when
I don't mean they need to have meaning. I just meant like I'm too picky to like even like the way it looks. Being who we are, like I don't think I could just randomly get like a design. Like I feel like I would need to like approve it in my mind a little bit more before I get it on my body.
Yeah, like this I thought about for years, but no, the more I'm like dressed, like the more I'm like changing the way I dress, I'm like, I just want to be decorated.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
And also it's because I just saw Harry Styles and I was like, it does look good.
Yeah. I like it when it's like you can tell like it wasn't like
asleep
placed like purposefully, like not necessarily purposefully, but like a puzzle. Mm-hmm. I like when it's just kind of like put on your body. Like your body, you will figure it out.
Like when people try to strategically put on freckles, it's like no, just you need to do it. Yeah, that's always do it blindly and then it works.
Yeah.
Would you ever design a tattoo for me?
Freckles?
A tattoo?
What'd you say?
Would you ever design a tattoo for me? Why?
I'm against that.
Oh.
Because like I don't want that to like
ruin.
Like I don't want like what if something happens with this and now you have a tattoo of me or something I drew on you? I don't know. I was almost against having like my family get one just because I'm like it's scary to me, like a matching tattoo.
Oh, it's your family.
I know it's my family, but like I don't know. But then I'm like kind of like over it now. I'm like whatever. Okay. But like I don't know. Designing feels like a big commitment.
It's okay.
Because then I don't know.
It's okay.
Maybe if it wasn't like I'm designing this for your body, but more or less something I've drawn that you wanted to get tattooed. Because I wasn't thinking about you when I was doing it.
Let me get that. What was your character from the branding project?
Oh, Let
me get that record boy.
Yeah,
Yes. No.
I named him Sam.
Yeah, the gender neutral one.
I named them Sam. Yeah. What were you talking about? Tattoos. Yeah, no, okay, so this is what I've realized, though. It's, like, also, it's so expensive here that I refuse to get any art.
Terrible.
But also, like, I know with walk-ins, don't expect to get exactly what you want, because sometimes they'll just be like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I need to find someone that I like their work so that I can, like, see what they can do and then, like, plan it.
Yeah, luckily, I found someone on Instagram in New York City, and I was like, I'll pay for good quality.
Yeah. They're just really expensive, but, like, I feel like if something you've, like, thought about and it's good quality, then it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited though because I think it's because I literally just want to do it all in one day. I'm like, if I'm gonna endure pain.
You thought that hurt? Your 3 lines.
It also lasted 30 seconds, mind you. This one, I'm gonna be so sad during the whole.
They have to like restrain you.
I know. Like I've always said, like, can I just pass out? And they're like, no, we can't do that. I was like, but.
And don't drink or anything before.
Why? Oh, because you can throw up or something? Or?
No, your blood will thin.
Oh, well, I don't drink that much, so.
I know, but like in general.
Yeah, but I was like gonna, because like I know it's like if it's your friend and they have their own tattoo studio, like in their home, you can just like, and if you trust them, like.
Yeah.
I can be like, can I fall asleep?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could probably fall asleep.
But I'll just wake up after, like, I don't know what, I need anesthesia.
Okay, that's what they probably said no to.
But, like, I need something where I just don't have to feel the pain. I mean, I don't even know if numbing cream helps.
There is numbing cream.
Does it help? Does it actually?
I didn't use it, but, like, you could probably use it.
It's just fucking...
I feel like don't plan to do a big one in a day, a lot of them in a day. Like, plan one that you know you for sure want and see how you do.
Okay.
Because there's nothing wrong with coming back. It's going to be the same price.
And it's going to just be the same pain again.
Yeah, but, like, no one said you had to do it all. I don't know, this whole marathon thing, too, you're doing a lot of things.
Yeah, for those who don't know, the reason why we're pre-recording this, so we have Caroline's, not her, we don't say her name, birthday.
You said it.
On the 1st, I have a marathon.
Well,
it's 18 miles.
Birthday, but
yeah, I know. We're just celebrating her birthday. Her bottomless brunch. I have the marathon the next day, which is 18 miles with my friend. I'm going to be walking most of it. I'll give up at some point probably. And Then I have.
Is your friend gonna run the whole thing?
No, she can't either. She's
Okay.
texting me like, "Can we just walk for the most part?" I'm like, "Please." Like,
Yeah.
I was assuming you would do that. And then will you actually see me at the end? I'll let you know if I even get there.
I was just say, I wasn't planning on it,
It's
but
okay.
if you want me there, I'll come.
It's okay.
I just didn't know if you wanted me to
It is. I don't. It's
come
okay.
for that. I can come though.
You don't need to see me in my disheveled state.
I'll have a go-go curry meal ready at the end.
Okay. I feel like their samples are getting smaller. Their sizes.
Really? Because
Okay.
I thought the opposite the other day.
Maybe it's because this one here is doing me dirty.
Mm.
Maybe I just need to go in person because like the Uber Eats is not it anymore.
I think that's it sometimes because when I ordered a small in person and like it looked the size of a medium size cutlet. So
Maybe I'll just go in person. And then after the marathon, the next day I have to fly to LA to do my OnlyFans shoot.
I'll be there too.
And then I fly back on the 7th or the 8th. I have to determine. And then the 9th I go on vacation. So I have to fly again.
How long are you gonna go for?
5 days.
Nice.
I come back the 14th. I'm probably gonna stay at home for a little
Yeah.
recharge.
Right.
And then go back to New York City.
My parents were trying to get me to come in October, and I was like, guys, I just was there. I literally was there
Like last
month.
week.
I know, and I was like, I'm coming again
They
in
miss
November.
you.
You're seeing me. I'm coming in
They
November
miss you. Wait,
For
so no
Anna's birthday.
Friendsgiving?
for Anna's birthday.
Yeah, but no Friendsgiving too.
I mean, it's the 6th. That's
Oh,
earlier in
oh,
the
you're
month.
going. Oh, never
I'm
mind.
going I think for that weekend.
Are you going home for Thanksgiving?
I don't know. We're still deciding if you know how last year my parents came.
Yeah.
They are thinking about doing that again. But the only thing now is that Kyla's the one with the college schedule, where she
Oh,
only
yeah.
has like
Oh yeah,
the few days off.
yeah, because Thanksgiving break don't exist for some
Right.
reason.
So we have to figure out. I don't know. I was saying we should go to Arkansas, but everyone's like, no, it's not as nice. And I'm like, okay, well, it's. Because they're trying to get me to come recently. Because I mean, Arkansas is pretty, like, because it has all like their, the leaves are changing and everything. Like it looks like fall there. But then I was like, oh, I'll just come late November. They're like, no, it doesn't look the same. And I was like, okay, then I guess I'm not coming. I'm trying here. Happy New
Let me
Year.
not suggest anything.
Yeah, let me not ever come. But we'll see. But that's so weird to think about because I feel like Thanksgiving's really far away, but it's not. It's literally about to
2023
be.
soon.
Stop! I know. Like, do you remember last year around this time we did our pumpkin carving?
Yeah, that felt
Forever ago.
Really, it felt very recent to me.
Oh well, forever ago in the sense that like I felt like I'm not the same person,
Oh,
but also like yes, also recent.
I feel like I'm stagnant right now in life. I'm like, I'm fine staying like this. I won't age. I won't grow.
I just had the funniest vision pop up in my head of you getting half a tattoo done because you couldn't finish it, and
Stop!
you just have a tattoo on your arm.
I can't. No, it's so sad. Because I'm like, I want it to be more detailed, and it's like I know that takes longer.
I'm only excited to get a new tattoo because like now I know like how to take care of it because I thought I was doing a good job and it's still kind of scarred up and bubbled a little bit, and like I do want like those thin tattoos, and I'm like for that like you have to really be on top of like the healing or else it's gonna like because like my words kind of have gone I'm dry too, but like have kind of come together. Like there's supposed to be more distance between them. Oh, sorry, but like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I've seen Anna's gotten a few tattoos since her first one, and like she's been like really diligent about like what she needs to do. They look really good still. It's been like a few months or years, a year now. Life's about making mistakes and learning and trying your best not to get porn on your phone.
Oh. And that is the end of the podcast, I guess.